and let's open her up. So we got Civil War. This is, I believe, the first product that they did not put in like shrink packaging, and I should have grabbed scissors or something. I need to just put scissors right behind me so I can grab scissors easily. I'm so happy that the stickers aren't those like really obnoxious stickers that just like rip off all the like print on the box. They seem to be fairly innocent stickers, so that's nice. Having played a fair bit of Civil War at this point, I think Tigra's Precon does very well with these Civil War villains and modulars. Nice, that's cool. Sweet. The other thing that we're going to be doing as we're going through and talking about each one of these hero Precon decks is to see if there are any cards or anything that we want to modify the 5 decks that we built yesterday for MCDC. And so I know there's a couple like defense conditioning, and the attack version, which I believe are both in this box, that we did slot into some of those. Those are the endurance plus combat training cards where it's 2 cost plus 3 hit points plus 1 attack, and then same thing but for defense. Bring on Caleb's Fantastic Swans. Yeah, I am still not convinced that I'm not going to open this box and see Fantastic Four, because from what I've seen in Web Warrior videos, Tigra is really fun. Nice. I am more looking forward to Hulkling, I think. I think Hulkling's whole shape-shifting situation seems like something that's I'm really going to drive with. Nelson, love that they let you play either side and don't lock. Yeah, very, very true. Very, very true. Alrighty, so I'll put that right there. Make it look pretty. Got Civil War. Piece of cardboard. And then paper instead of plastic. I'm a big fan of that. We need less plastic in this world. And they are all, it looks like they are all like packaged differently. So like this is Tigra. I don't know if you can kind of see through the paper there. And it looks like this is Hulkling. So, and then these are the quote villains. Which side would you pick in the PvP mode? Ooh, Resistance. I'm a Resistance person, I think. The other cool thing about this expansion is that we have 16 modular sets, which is a lot of modular sets. I don't know why I just threw that over there. I'm gonna have to get that later. Anyways, but yeah. 16 mod sets is insane. So we're gonna be using some of those in our playthroughs today, and it's probably gonna be the mod sets that I bring to MCDC just because they look pretty fun. With Hulkling, I was really surprised at how valuable it was to swap my shapeshift forms throughout the game as opposed to me picking one and sticking with it. Interesting. Yeah, because I was kind of thinking that you would pick one and kind of stick with that. But what's up, Gurismo? Both heroes seem more event-focused. I love event-focused heroes. Ms. Marvel, so fun. Who do we want to unbox first, Hulkling or Tigra? Probably whoever we unbox second is probably who we will play first. I don't know if that matters. So I'm kind of on team. Yeah, the one that I just threw away. Yeah. So I'm not. Is there a specific section or part that you want to see trap it? Yeah, because it just goes into playing a custom scenario. It has Captain America, Spider-Woman with all the recommended. Oh, it does have some comic stuff in here. I was kind of assuming that we wouldn't get anything like this. Just because it's not a campaign, but interesting. You haven't even gotten Loki? Oh. Hopefully that comes soon. Tigra needs less modification. Interesting. Cool. Okay. There's the competitive mode. All the rules there. Is there a comic? It looks like there was... Yeah, just the 2 pages of comic here. So, there's this guy. And this guy. Come and get me. Oh, and then they also have Vision and She-Hulk in here from the Synthezoid SmackDown scenario pack that's coming out here soon. Nice. Cool. Let's break open Tigra. New cards, new fun. So Tigra is all about minion slaying. We did a blind react with, or I did a blind react with Villain Theory when they announced the Civil War expansion. Sorry, you're chatting. No, you're good. You're totally fine. Wonder if. Yeah, no, you're good. Nice. Nice. Oh. Cool. Alrighty, so Tigra, which is Greer Nelson. Let's go. Love the name, by the way. So Greer Nelson, 3 recovery, 10 hit points, hand size of 6. She has a alter ego action called Undercover Work, which we can search our deck and discard pile for a copy of Hunted and add it to our hand. Seems like she is more minion collecting over actually slaying them. That's fair. That's very fair. So we've got a 1, 2, 3 stat line when we flip over to hero form. We have just a passive ability. She does have the adventure trait, and her passive ability that says each minion with a copy of Hunted attachment loses guard. So don't have to, worry about having guard. And then hand size of 5. On the hunt, after the player phase begins, draw 1 card for each minion engaged with you to a maximum of 3. Seems pretty cool. It's almost like a man on the wall type situation. Let's look at Hunted. We got 3 copies of Hunted. This is what we are able to grab in the alter ego action. So 3 copies of this. This costs 0 with a little star. As an additional cost to play this upgrade, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it into play engaged with you. Attach Hunted to that minion and stun it. Interrupt. When the attached minion is defeated, ready Tigra. So you play this, you go find a minion, encounter deck and discard pile. So it's not like you can't whiff on this unless you're playing like Thanos and you already have the 2 minions in play, right? But you can go find that Hydra Patrol or the Hydra Soldier, whichever one is the super easy one that is like the Insight 1. It is put into play so you get around all the nasty when revealed effects. And so you could actually use this to justify going to get like, I believe Exodus is like a when revealed, but like, so you miss that when revealed effect. You have a nastier minion, but they are stunned. You get 3 copies of that. Ooh, I need to sleeve these as we're going through. 3 copies of Hunted. They are mental resourced, which could be kind of interesting because I see Tigra really enjoying a aggression build. So if we have a aggression build and mental resources that are tutorable, it screams home technique to me. What's up, Brant? She's a hybrid collect and slay. She generally wants 3, but also wants to cycle the 3 she has. That makes sense. It's a hybrid of Winter Soldier and Party Thor. Nice. Nice. That's hype. That's hype. We have a 1 cost, which is a silly amount for an ally to cost. 1 cost 2/2/3. Seems really good. After Moon Knight enters play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a minion and put it into play engaged with you. Stun and confuse that minion. It seems like that's just really good. Really, really good. So excited I picked it up last night with your LGS. Nice. Awesome. Moon Knight seems silly because you're not only getting the minion, which is something that Tigra kind of wants to have, you're stunning and confusing it. So if you're doing like a flip situation, you can block it for 2 turns. You then get to draw a card. After the player phase begins, draw a card for each minion engaged with you. So Moon Knight is effectively a 0 cost card or a 1 effective cost card because you play it And then if you keep the minion around, which I think you will, you'll draw that card to replace the card that you used to spin for Moon Knight. And then you have a 2/2/3 minion. Or ally. Moon Knight can probably take out that minion that it brings in if you need. It's so good. So good. Just thought about Stun Gun. That's fun. That's really, really fun. Yeah, because Stun Gun feels like a card that I just like, why would I ever use this? But Tigra is a great use case for Stun Gun. Sick. Yeah. Justice can do some pretty good minion shenanigans. Nice. Chris is hoping to pick it up tonight. I wish Moon Knight was available for the custom campaign. What do you mean by that, Matt? Sorry. Sun Gun Captain America is wild too. Nice. Tigra feels like Valkyrie's highest aspiration. Nice. We've got a Protect HQ. We're back in our police uniform. It's a 2-cost support. Our Precinct HQ. It's a location as an alter ego action. We can exhaust this to remove 1 threat from each scheme. Remove 1 additional threat for each minion engaged with you. So if we are... that seems like it could be decent, or you're able to stun the minions with Hunted. You're able to confuse and stun with Moon Knight. But I feel like flipping down to Alter Ego, if you are collecting these minions, could be an issue. So this helps with some of that threat mitigation. I think this is going to be probably a little bit better in multiplayer when you don't need, or just grab minions that have 0 scheme. And it's a minimum of 1 threat removal, right? So it's a minimum of Superhuman Law Division that you don't have to pay for, which is kind of nice. You don't need much other minion gathering other than Hunted. That makes sense. Reasonable to use it for 8 thwart. Oh, that's amazing. Every time you flip. Yeah. Similar to not needing more attack events for Wolverine. What I think is really good about Precinct HQ here is that it is any scheme. It does not have to be the main, which is a big qualifier for a lot of cards. But Precinct HQ, especially with the introduction of like all of our player side schemes, we can clear that fairly easily. So yeah, it's pretty easily 2/4 because you get both of them. But that's cool. I like Precinct HQ. We've got Cat Head Amulet. It's a 2-cost. I also really like the color scheme on these cards. It's like an orange. I feel like, do we have any other orange color schemed heroes? I'm trying to think. Nova's like yellow. I'm having a hard time thinking. I don't think we have really any orange. That's kind of wild. We're like 60 heroes in. Good morning, almost MCDC. Let's go. Anyways, this Cat Head Amulet is a 2-cost upgrade. It's an artifact item, so we can go shopping for it at with Jubilee if we wanted to. It's a resource. Exhaust Cat Head Amulet. Generate a punch resource for each minion engaged with you to a maximum of 3. Insane. Insane. So good. Not only are you drawing, if you have 3 minions, not only are you drawing 3, but then you have a 3 resource generator. Yeah, it's really, really good. I have, that's all I have to say about that. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. This is a drop kick. It pays for a drop kick by itself and hits all the kickers, which is kind of cool. I feel like drop kick would be fun. Hulkling and Tigra are both rich. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Tigra has a 5 hand size. Yeah, Tigra already has a 5 hand size, and she's drawing probably at least 1 card, so she's effectively a 6 hand size if you have 1 minion engaged, and if you have 3, she has an 8 hand size. Silly. Having played both of them digitally, they just have all the money this way. Sick. We've got 2 copies of the Sharp Claw upgrade. This is a 1-cost upgrade. It says interrupt. When you make a basic attack, we can exhaust Sharp Claws. She gets +1 attack, for this attack, and we can choose that if it gains overkill or if it gains piercing. So if you have both of these, you can exhaust both of these to get +2 attack, taking her up to 4 with piercing and overkill. She basically has 6 to 8 hand size with also being really rich on top of it. Yeah. Seems good. Sharp Claws, not a restricted, but it is a weapon. So I feel like we have some Fusillade or Mean Swing synergies here, right? Because if we exhaust this, we get +1, or if we Mean Swing it, we get +3. So that feels kind of interesting to do it like that. Then if you have both of them, you can Mean Swing with the second one, giving it overkill. So you can Mean Swing into overkill, which seems pretty good. Directed Force, yeah. Directed Force is really good with it because Directed Force, if you have a keyword, you can increase the attack by 2. So if it has overkill, 2 more. Seems pretty good. We need a hero that lets us use any Avenger. I assume that will be a new version of Cap. Oh, yeah. What's up? Hey, Lucas. Moon Knight Ally is OP. Moon Knight Ally is a 1-cost 2/2/3. And then as a force response, you have to go find a minion and then stun and confuse it, which is exactly what Tigra wants to be doing. So feels like Moon Knight could have been easily costed 3. I think, right? Like, does that feel fair? Moon Knight could be around a 3 cost and still playable. Moon Knight is your favorite Marvel hero? Sick. Yeah, because I would play that at 3, I think. In Tigra. It's kind of like an Angela with a stun and confuse. Yeah, I would play it at 3. I'd play it at 3. I feel like Bring It. Is Bring It... I'm not going to look yet, but Tigra might join your top 10 heroes. She looks so much sick. That's awesome. We have 2 copies of Catlight Reflexes. This is another upgrade. We have yet to hit an event, which is kind of fun. 1 cost upgrade. Superpower traded. This is our first superpower trait, so probably not looking at Death Focus quite yet. But as a hero interrupt, when you would take any amount of damage, discard Cat-like Reflexes, prevent 3 of that damage, you may confuse a minion engaged with you. That's cool. That allows you to flip down a little bit easier. Okay, so that does solve the issue of, at least in true solo, flipping down and like worrying about scheming out if you have like 3 minions engaged with you. I still think she wants to be in hero form, like pretty much all the time. Precinct HQ is nice for some threat removal, but you only get the card draw if you are in hero form at the start of the hero phase. So, still nice. And we will have to go down eventually. I wonder if Ready for a Fight works for her. Because Ready for a Fight... Oh yeah, I have my coffee. Ready for a Fight is when anybody would scheme, right? You need to go to Alter Ego to get hunted. That tracks. Good. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, and you don't even lose him if his ability goes wrong. That's very true. I think it's going to be really hard for him not to because he searches both the encounter deck and discard pile, so it's going to be really hard for him to whiff. But still, right? Got a 4 cost. Here we go. Now we're clicking with events. 4 cost event. This is an attack and superpower. We have 3 copies of this, so this brings up our total superpower cards to 5. Still not probably enough to play it. Play Death Focus, that is. 4 cost event. Tooth and Claw. Reduce the cost to play this event by 1 for each minion engaged with you. Your hero action, deal 4 damage to an enemy. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. Pretty good. Pretty good. Right, so if you have 3 minions engaged with you, then you hit this for 1 cost, and it's an 8 damage. It does not have to be different enemies, as far as I understand it. 4 damage to an enemy, 4 damage to an enemy. So I don't believe it has to be different. So yeah, just Seems pretty good. If you have 2, you can Cat Head Amulet and pay it for free, right? Because it reduces for 2, and then Cat Head generates 2. And so it's a... Wow. You get 3 copies of that. That's cool. I like the manipulation with minions. I think it's a cool design space. I feel like we have a lot of ways to get minions, and what, like Brant was saying, maybe we don't need extra ways to get minions because of Hunted and Moon Knight, and we just have a lot of ways to already generate those minions. But we have a lot of ways to bring minions out, which is kind of crazy. Can be the same enemies, can also be used to take down 2 minions. Yeah. Ready for a fight, pinned down might just be a perfect... Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Next up, we have Feline Senses. As a hero action, this is our Thwart card. This is a superpower, so that does bring us up to 7. So it could... I could see us running Death Focus here. I think I'm going to leave it out of the first build just to kind of get an idea of how rich she is without it, because I don't know if she's going to need it. But potentially she may. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from a scheme, stun a minion. Beautiful. Love it. Her kit really makes it feel like you're the one hunting the minions down instead of finding and engaging. Oh, that's cool. Comparing Tigra and Winter Soldier kind of reminds me of that meme from Suicide Squad with Peacemaker and Bloodsport. He does what I do, but better. Oh, you think she's stronger than Winter Soldier? That's fair. How about in True Solo? Because I feel like Winter Soldier is really strong in True Solo just because he has like the threat mitigation. And I think Tigra, from what I see, her struggle is going to be thwarting. Right? You have Moon Knight, who's a decent thwarter. You have Precinct HQ, which requires you to flip down to Alter Ego, which is always a risk in True Solo. Or you have to at least have a solution for it in True Solo. And then Feline Senses. But I don't really want to ever use my 1 thwart. She would suck against Absorbing Man or someone with no minions. That's true. If you're playing with a minion hunting hero versus a scenario with no minions, you're inflicting that pain. You brought this upon yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look at all of this stuff, and then we'll take a look at the aggression cards. Chase them down is a great shout. Good shout there. Yeah, because chase them down after it's effectively Winter Soldier's ability, right? After you defeat a minion, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I like it. I like it a lot. Still no Trickster takeover in Canada. No. That's too bad. Gatekeeper. I don't even remember what Gatekeeper does. Is that that's the attachment, right? That removes threat once it's defeated. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We've got the Sum 41 obligation into deep. You may flip to Alter Ego form. You can choose to exhaust Greer Nelson to remove this from the game. Very old school Champions design coming back. Okay, so yeah. Exhaust Greer Nelson to remove into deep, or each minion engaged with you activates against you. If no minion is activated this way, again Surge, discard this card. Ugh. Don't love it. What's up, chicken? Didn't really find that she needed thwarting. Precinct HQ is honestly an insane amount of thwarting. Okay. And that's good to know. It's just like it's getting into this balance of I want to be in hero form because I like to start my turn in hero form, but then there's like this like balance of I need to go down to Alter Ego to thwart. So it'll be interesting. Found melee and 1x1 to be really... Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So 741. Oh, shoot. It's the Hood. The Hood is her nemesis. It's a 1/1/4 steady villainous. After the Hood attacks, place a threat on Criminal Underworld. Criminal Underworld is a 4 threat. Each criminal minion cannot take damage, and it has an acceleration icon. The Hood is a criminal minion. Now we need to get villain theory in here, because He'll know all of the things that have criminal. But I'm sure, like, isn't there a... Oh, there's a mod set. I think it's like Sinister 6. But it also deals with criminals, right? Surge in Crime, I think, is one of the cards. Gatekeeper and Coup de Grace. I don't remember what Coup de Grace does yet. With her hero ability and needing to flip to alter ego, you can somewhat mitigate Hall of Heroes. Excellent call, yeah. Iron Man Sinister 6. That would be a fun one to combo out. Yeah, Iron Spider. Yeah. That's cool. That would, Oh, we got more criminals in here. So we got Madame Mask. Seen her in the hood. Defeats a minion at... Oh, okay. Sick. Down to Earth has criminal... Oh, a target spotter would be a must in Tiger aggression to engage other players' minions. Oh, yeah. That's clever. My French ears are suffering when I hear... Coup de grace. That's just how I've always heard it. The raft. I don't think so. Right? Like, I don't necessarily think it would be, because once you saturate the raft, you're just getting threat removal and you're always going to be cycling those minions. So I don't think it would be a bad one. Madame Mask, 2/1/3. When revealed, place 2 threat on the criminal underworld side scheme. Otherwise, find criminal underworld and reveal it. But you can get around this if you hunt her down, right? So you play hunted, you put it into play. You don't have to resolve this when revealed. As a boost, place 2 threat on criminal underworld. Otherwise, this card gains 2 icons. So that's cool. Sinister Syndicate also has criminals. Nice. Coup de Grace. Coup de Grace. Grass. Mid-size minions and some criminal synergies in the other cards. Nice. That's cool. It could be fun to run Tigra against the hood and just run all of the minions, or all the criminal all the criminal mod sets. How you say it, it's like how you say fat punch in French. Well, I don't know French, so here we are. We got Jigsaw. Dude, this is some, like, seriously nightmare-inducing art. Look at this. Like, I don't love it, actually. Yeah, no, that's creepy. 1, 2, 3, quick strike criminal minion. After Jigsaw attacks and damages the character, place 2 threat on the criminal underworld side scheme. This has some crazy synergy in it, because criminal means that you cannot, or any criminal cannot take damage. So Jigsaw comes in, quick strikes, damages the character, I assume, places 2 more threats, and then we have to deal with criminal underworld, which means that Jigsaw cannot take damage, and you just get this, like, cycle. Oh, that's crazy. And then we got the hood's mantle. Attached to the hood, it gives a +1/+1. Otherwise, attached to the villain. Interesting. After you make a basic attack against the attached enemy, spend a punch and a lightning resource to discard this card. And then on a boost effect, we're going to reveal it. Focus. I like that the Nemesis set has 3 minions. She can get minion. Oh, yeah. That's cool. Now we just need a Defender's Wave, so we can get Kingpin, another criminal scenario. Yeah, we do need a Defender Wave. I would love a Defender's Wave. So the kit looks really good. The kit looks really fun. You got so much card draw. You got so much money. Resource generators, stun, and confuse. Now all of those are locked to minions. So slight consideration there when we're kind of thinking about, like, power level. Like, I think it's, when I say like if you have statuses in your kit, I'm typically thinking for the villain is when those really shine. However, Tigra seems good. Tigra seems really strong. She comes with an aggression precon, which checks out. I think, yeah, she's just gonna thrive in aggression, especially in like multiplayer. She's gonna be really good. I may go ahead and build a Tigra, and I'm gonna go ahead and build a Tigra and Hulkling deck for MCDC just so I can get some reps in with them in like multiplayer scenarios. So I feel like that will be good, and I can report back on that. While I play the precon deck, I'm going to play a modified version of the precon deck. A lot of times, like there are going to be cards in here that maybe you don't need. Like you don't need 3 copies of aggressive conditioning because it's max 1 per player. So we're going to modify it slightly and then roll in with like the same like concept. Like we're going to try and keep the spirit of the precon alive and just kind of modify it slightly. Glad they're giving aggression more to do other than just minion summoning. Nice. First up, we have Two Gun Kid. Two Gun Kid is going to go in our Wasps deck that we built because Two Gun Kid is a 3-cost 1/2/3. When he makes a basic attack, he attacks 2 enemies instead of 1. So, seems good. Two Gun. Oh, I need my stickers. The idea for this in Wasp is a not a hone technique, but a overkill type deck. And so because when you basic attack with the Wasp, you can split it up. And then we have hand cannons to give it overkill. Two Gun Kid is going to allow us to get even more overkill damage on multiple minions. We got Spider Girl. You know her, you love her. Stun and confuse minion. 2-cost 1/2/2. Spider Girl does not get a sticker because we already have one in our binder. Next up, we have a new 1-cost support. This is a tech card called Air Cover. It comes with 2 fuel counters, and you can only have 1 of these per player. Response: after a minion enters play, we can exhaust this card and remove a fuel counter from it. Search your deck and discard pile for a tactic upgrade that can be attached to the minion and add it to your hand. So Hunted is not a tactic, unfortunately. That would have been great. But Air Cover, a lot of these suppressing fire, everything that was printed with Cyclops, like those are all the tactic upgrades. Do you think Cyclops likes this? Or does he already have enough tactic gathering? Cyclops said, give me. Air Cover with Cyclops. Yeah, I think so. Because, like, you got suppressing fire. I guess let's just look at it, right? Go to Marvel CDB. We're going to look in aggression. We'll grab the hero stuff as well. We have type, which would be upgrade. Traits would be tactic. We have a lot of traits in this game. Holy cow. So tactic. Let's see what we got. I also pulled hero cards. Aerial Recon from Falcon, Civic Duty, Counterattack, Marked. So Marked. Oh yeah, the attacks against the minion gains overkill. Plan B, interesting. Oh, that can be attached to that minion. So not Plan B. Just kidding. Not Counterattack. So we're just looking at Marked. Practice defense. Yeah, Cyclops would love this. Cyclops would love this. Priority target. Suppressing fire. Attach to a minion. When you attack and defeat the attached minion, heal 2 damage from your hero. We got yeah. So there's some decent cards. I'm sure we'll get some in here as well. Okay, so aggressive conditioning costs 3. For some reason, I thought it was 2. I think the defensive one is probably 2. But is Gatekeeper a tactic? I didn't see it in there. I don't think it was. His tactic that allows him to draw 2 cards would be real nice since his beam can take out most minions. Yeah. Alrighty, so aggressive conditioning. Play under any player's control. You get +3 hit points and your hero gains +1 attack. So combat training plus endurance. I like the card slot. Taking 2 cards down to 1 feels pretty good. Tigra team up with Magneto might be really fun too. Using his wrapped in metal. Oh. The art of the card is sick. The art of the card. I do really like the Panther art on it. I feel like a lot of the art in this pack so far has been really solid. I really like the Tigra hero art. Just like, I like the dynamic, like, it looks like she's pouncing on something. So, aggressive conditioning. Nice. Then we got suppressing fire. Look at that. New art for suppressing fire. Attach to a minion. When you attack and defeat the attached minion, heal 2 damage from your hero. So that can be grabbed with air cover. To find... Move all my stuff. See if we can find the old one and see which one we like better. Art-wise. I swam this morning and I am sore. Ugh. I think I like the new art more versus the old one. What do we thought? What do we thought? There you go. That's good English right there. What do we think? I think I like the new one. I don't... Who is that? Do we know who that is in the art in the new suppressing fire? Like dodging laser beams. Pretty sick. Surprise air covers and shield. It does feel like a shield card. It does feel like a shield card. It's probably a balance thing. Just another 1-cost support. Because we all know that Maria needs that little buff, right? She needs to get a little bit better. But... Wow. Looks like Han. It does kind of look like Solo, doesn't it? I got 3 copies of Bring It, which is huge. Yeah, Tiger's gonna love that. Wow, yeah. Bring It feels decent in this deck. Worst case scenario with Tigra, you're probably gonna have at least 1 minion in front of you, so it will cycle itself. The new one illustrates suppressing fire better. Yeah. Yeah. Coup de grace. Coup de grace. Okay. 2-cost events. Defeat a non-elite minion with an upgrade attached. Ignore any when-defeated abilities on that minion. I feel like Valk will really like coup de grace, right? Because you can use this card with Deathglow attached, and it does defeat the minion, so you do get all of the benefits of actually defeating the minion. I feel like Valkyrie is going to really enjoy this card. I don't really like minion summoning, but with Airstrike, which is not limited, and Tiger's Amulet, I think it'll nice. Air cover, yeah. And I've been having fun tonight with Civil War, getting it sleeved and speedrunning in 5 hours straight. Nice. Sounds like a good Friday. Nice. That's super fun. Yeah, coup de grace is interesting. It does have to have an attachment. So I feel like Hunted, I feel like Cyclops would really like it. I feel like Valkyrie would really like it. I'm trying to think of other, like Nightcrawler potentially, right? With Bamf. It gets a little weird because you don't want to like discard Bamf. You want to have those around and use them. But I'm kind of vibing with a Valkyrie coup de grace build here. Seems good. Savage Strike. Kind of looks like the dude from oh shoot, what is that anime? Wow, why can I not think of? Oh, Iceman. That's yeah, that's an amazing shout. Yeah, Iceman would love coup de grace. Huh. Especially with the forgot what the card is called, but he can like add a frostbite to everything engaged. That's fun. Cyclops I think would really like it. I think I'm finding myself building a Cyclops deck for MCDC. Coup de grace is great with Hydra Soldier. Yeah, I don't get that encounter card. Excellent. Oh my gosh, what is the anime? The main character has the green hair. They're in like a school. I don't know, man. Who knows? Anyway, Savage Strike is a skill. What is MCDC? MCDC is another Marvel Champions MC. DC, which is the District of Columbia. So it's a Marvel Champions convention in right outside the District of Columbia. And that's happening next week. It's not Captain Planet. It's newer. My Hero Academia. Yeah. Savage Strike, 3-cost skill. When you make a basic attack, +6 and against piercing. Seems like a really good card for the Wasp Overkill deck that we built. Holy cow. That's cool. Yeah, great call, Matt. That is pretty sick. Yeah, Savage Strike is bananas with Wasp because she can split up that +6 however she wants. Oh, you mentioned this one yesterday. Sick. Okay, I missed that, or I didn't know what it was. Yeah. Well, that's going in the deck for sure. Oh, that's hype. Who else likes this? Nebula could like it. She can get overkill on her attacks. Anyone running a hand cannon would really like it. Just spreading butter. Anyone with overkill is going to love that. Yeah. Colossus can get overkill on the attack with Made of Rage. Right? So discard a cuff, get +6. Savage Strike for even more. Savage Strike sounds real fun. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Wasp is going to love that. Oh, that's sick. Okay, cool. I'm really glad that we built the decks yesterday. Savage Wasp. Oh, for some reason I thought it was mental. I was like, that would be sick. It's not, unfortunately. We got an Audacity. The Audacity. Whenever you use this, you deal a damage to the villain. Don't love it. Something. We got Yellow Jacket, who's a 3-cost 2/2/3 Avenger. You can only play it if you have the Avenger trait, which that's a very uncommon sentence to see on cards. I think Stinger may be the only other one. So that's kind of cool. After Yellow Jacket enters, place top 5 cards of your deck for an upgrade and add it to your hand. That's cool. Ghost Spider? Yeah, because it's a hero interrupt. You get to ready. High cost. Yeah. Quicksilver, since he readies right after. That's cool. Yellow Jacket and Iron Lad are my favorite basic allies of this wave. Just value. Yeah, you get the 3 cost, which is effectively a 2 cost if you hit the upgrade on the tutor, right? So if you can grab a upgrade, which would be nice, and you're searching the top 5 cards of your deck, which is a decent chunk of the deck, right? You're looking at, what, 10, 20, 25% of your deck? I don't love Audacity, no. I just find that the card slot can be used more effectively typically. Like here, I would swap in power of aggression, I think. Oh, it's one word and they put 2 words? That's interesting. Oh, because this is Hank Pym Yellow Jacket. Oh. Interesting. Tigra would love Face the Past. That's a great shout, Matt. Yeah. Because she gets a minion. That's hype. That's really, really cool. And then we got new art for Energy, Strength, and Genius. Very dark palette. Except for Energy. Energy still feels dark to me. They're very busy. I don't love Strength. I don't know if there's enough contrast on the Strength to make it like really pop for me. I think I really like Energy. I think Energy looks pretty cool. I'm mid on Genius, but I'm not the hugest Strength fan. Savage Strike to X-23 or She-Hulk. Yeah. Very cool. More doubles that I can mix and match. Can barely see what happens. Yeah. I feel like Energy you can. Like Energy feels decent, but like Strength, I don't know what's happening. There's not enough contrast between, is that Hercules? I don't even know, and the background there. Yeah, the doubles do look a little weird. Here's the Genius up close. Come on, there you go. They're still playable. So that is Tigra. Oh, so it didn't match the Ant-Man Nemesis? Got it. Tony Stark, long hair, don't care. Very cool. Looks like a really fun deck. I think like we'll probably go Face the Past. Tigra honestly doesn't feel like a hero that I would be opposed to going like higher cards or higher deck size for. Oh, the Genius comes from a comic you read last week. That's pretty hype. But yeah, so Tigra, I feel like I could run a heavy deck pretty easily. She has so much card draw. She has tutors for the important things like Hunted. Cathead Amulet is good. But like you can grab Yellow Jacket, you can use that to grab the Cathead Amulet, which is insane. I think some of our modifications, I'm probably going to cut out Audacity. I think I'm going to put in, or cut out 2 aggressive conditionings. I'm going to put in Hall of Heroes, Face the Past. Yeah. See, honestly, it does seem like a fairly decent precon. Sub the 2 aggressive conditionings for a Quinn Carrier and Sunfire. Quinn Carrier is a good shout. For the non-US in chat, when the expansion come out in France, it'll look like it'll be late November, early December. Gotcha. That stinks that it takes forever to get over there. All right, so there's Tigra. Don't forget our Strength Energy Genius. Let's unbox Hulkling, and then let's play with him. Seems fun. So we got Hulkling next. Hulkling is probably the one that I'm more superpower training for the amulet. I would say so. And superpower training also works pretty well because even if you draw the amulet in your first turn, you can superpower training a Hunted. Can you actually? Hold on. I actually have no idea how the superpower training and Hunted interact because it's an additional cost to play it, but you put the upgrade into play, but as a cost to play the upgrade, you attach it to a minion. So I don't think you can actually superpower training Hunted. But she does have the claw. She has the amulet. She has like reflexes, which is the discard. Yeah, superpower training goes in there. Blood Rage seems decent too. If you have less than half your health, you get +1. Yeah. Swap Sunfire for Throg, basically guaranteed to get. Oh, yeah, true. Sunfire is good. I really wish she was a soldier. If she was a soldier, oh man on the wall. Yeah. Oh, it's been out in the Netherlands. I always wanted to live in the Netherlands. I feel like Netherlands is just such a beautiful country. Alrighty, let's pop open Hulkling, who I think will be my preferred over the two of these, so that'll be fun. Hulkling is the shape-shifting extraordinaire. I'm always surprised that there's so much delay between US and Canada. Blood Rage lets you draw. Oh, yeah. Blood Rage. What was the one I was thinking of? Now I'm Mad. I was thinking of Now I'm Mad, where if your health is less than half of your starting health, you get +1. But I like Blood Rage, yeah. Updated Buyer's Guide to Marvel Champions? Maybe. What is, like, I guess, like, what would be the, what would you want to see in an updated Buyer's Guide? Out of curiosity. I think I know how I would do it. I'm just kind of curious. It's so much green. So much green. Makes Nelson happy. All right, so we got Hulkling. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. I like Hulk. I'm so pumped for Hulkling. Teddy Altman. You cannot have more than one shapeshift upgrade in play. He has a recovery of 4, 13 hit points, 1 short of the coveted 14, 5 hand size and alter ego. That's not great. As an action, we can search our deck and discard pile for a shapeshift upgrade and add it to your hand. That's why he has 5. My favorite aspect is green. My favorite color is also green. But yeah. Happy Friday. Hey, Joseph. Needs silk to be added for ready for a fight. Would you give Tigra combat training for the additional +1 attack? Not in the build, not in the precon, not in the modified precon, I don't think. I think there are builds out there where I would, but I don't think she wants it in the modified precon. Fluid motion, interesting. Oh, without the legacy content? Yeah. I'll do a video. The thing is like, we don't know what the rotation is. They just like drop that and then it's like, oh, I don't know. We'll see. So I'm hoping that we get a little bit more information about what the legacy environment is actually going to be. And once we get a little bit more solidification around what that is, that's when I will start making content around it. But like right now, I feel like I'm kind of like in this holding pattern of like, I don't know how to, you're right, it is time to hydrate. I don't know how to necessarily make a video about a buyer's guide around rules that have not been announced yet. Ooh, EMH and Blade would be really cool. Yeah, Brant. Hulkling has the incredible 1/1/1 stat line. Focus. As a chosen shape, forced response after a shapeshift upgrade enters play under your control. Discard each other shapeshift upgrade you control and ready Hulkling. He also has a 5 hand size on this side. Okay, is Hulkling the first hero that has the same hand size on both sides of the card? Or does Vision? Vision has 5 and 5, right? Yeah, Vision, good shout. Does it annoy anyone else when the Justice player isn't justicing? Hulkling is a secret rework of Hulk. He doesn't look like a Hulk. Hulk is a 5/4. Dude, Bruce Banner having 5 hand size is so disrespectful. Bruce Banner, the genius, can't handle more than 5 things at a time. Alrighty, so let's look at the shapeshift upgrades, because that's kind of what the entire deck is built around. Oh, I forgot that they're doubles. Oh, I forgot that they're doubles. That's so sick. That's so cool. Huh. Can't wait to bypass his force response. Yeah, the fact that these are doubles is so cool. Because these are the cards that you can tutor using your alter ego. So you can always have a double. So you can play these, get the ready, get the benefits that each one of these are going to provide. But you can also just use these as doubles, which is really, really cool. Do you think they will repackage Hobbit and Lord? I don't think they will, unfortunately. I think they're done with the repackage. I really thought it would have been a 6/4 for Hulk as well, yeah. All right, so we have Winged Shape. So Hulkling gets +1/+1/+1 in the aerial trait, bringing him up to 2/2/2. As a hero response, after you play an event, we can exhaust this to remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'm going to love Hulkling. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And it has a double with a lightning and mental. I have sleeves everywhere. Oh, the 3-cost event from Jubilee is really interesting. Yeah. What, 3 steps ahead? Multi-talented. We have Hulk Shape. Hulkling gets +2 attack and +1 defense, so he'd be a 1/3/2. After you play an event, we can exhaust this to deal 2 damage to an enemy. And the play line is kind of cool, I think, right? If you play a lot of like cheap events, you can exhaust this, deal 2 damage, then trigger choose shape, where you play Wing Shape, discard Hulk Shape, ready Hulkling. Then you have the +1/+1 you can activate or whatever. And if you play another event, you get to remove 2 threat. Oh, yeah, it gets around patrol minions. Yep. I love this hero. Sick. It's so cool. I'm really gonna love this hero, I think. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. We got Intimidation Shape. No. I did this on the stream. Imitation. I did that on the stream. 2 cost, he gets +2 thwart. As a force interrupt, when an enemy would attack you, it schemes instead. After you play an event, exhaust this to draw a card. That one seems a little bit harder to use because I don't like it when things scheme on me. That scares me. And then we've got the Armored Shape. He gets +1 attack, +2 defense, and retaliate 1. After you play an event, we can exhaust Armored Shape to heal 2 damage from Hulkling. I love the Hobbit book. I would love to play it on. Yeah. Hulkling looks so cool. Yeah, he really does. He just seems super flexible. I feel like there's a lot of different paths to go down. I've been playing a lot of the very high complexity spirits in Spirit Island recently. Like instead of like switching up spirits, I've been playing like the first one I did was Starlight Seeks Its Form. And I played it like 6 or 7 times in a row just to kind of get a feel for it. And if you're unfamiliar with Starlight or Spirit Island, Starlight Seeks Its Form is like a very customizable spirit where it has like 6 different growth options where you can choose different things that you can unlock and new abilities that they can get based on the current situation that you are in. You kind of can make those choices. This feels very similar to that, where it's like, okay, I need I need to thwart. Let's go ahead and grab our thwarting upgrade, and then we can switch it into Wing Shape and everything. It just feels like a really cool situation to try and make sure that you're getting the right answers at the right time. And this feels similar to Starlight in that sense. Genius 2.0. Signature ally is Within. So 2 cost. 2 cost allies are so good. You know what's better than a 2 cost ally? A 1 cost ally. Looking at you, Tigra. Jeez. 2 cost ally, it's a 2 thwarts, 1 attack, 2 health. After you play Within from your hand, search your deck and discard pile for an identity specific event and add it to your hand. Okay, so effectively a 1 cost. So that's good. So after you play Whiffin from your hand, search your deck and discard pile. So again, you're not going to whiff. Whiffin can't whiff. Nice. Whiffin cannot whiff. After you play Whiffin from your hand, search your deck and discard pile for an identity-specific event and add it to your hand, which is going to be able to trigger whatever these. That's so cool. Your new setup is awesome. It inspires me to do a board game start. Oh, thank you so much. I really like it. I really like the new setup. One of the things that I like is here, I don't have lights behind me anymore. I used to have lights back here to light the table, but I've situated the lights so that I don't need them behind, which means that there's no light coming into the camera, which is right here. And so you get a much nicer light on like this me. So that's super nice. And so I love lighting. It's one of my, I don't know. I really like lighting. One of my things. And so I'm really happy with it. Wiccan cannot whiff is super unthematic. We all know the feeling of whiff and whiff. His upgrades are also very good for, yeah, good shout, chicken, yeah. With the Altman residence, because I assume he does look like a kid. Does anyone know how old Hulkling is? Oh, sorry about that. Because he looks like a kid. Like he looks like a Miss Marvel age style. So 1 cost support as an alter ego action. We got exhaust this to heal 2 damage from Teddy and shuffle 1 Hulkling card from your discard pile into your deck. Yeah, that's good. That's really, really good. Really, really good. Wow. Yeah. 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 For healing anytime you flip down. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So Hulkling. Okay. Hulkling flips down. He gets +4 resources because he's going to tutor 2 of his shapeshift things. Now you may play those, but then you also get 4 healing because the trip down as well as the trip up, you get 2 healing and you get to recur cards. That's bananas. That's bananas. Wow. Okay. That's a good support. Then we got Alien Physiology, which is a superpower. This is a 3 cost upgrade. The interesting part about Hulkling is like 5 builds in his kit. Yep. That's cool. 21, 22. Okay. Superpower. Exhaust Alien Physiology. Generate a wild resource or 2 wild resources if instead you're playing a Hulkling card. So he's got the Quinn Carrier in his kit. That's... Wow. Wow. That's really cool. Generating 2 wild resources to pay for any of the shapeshift upgrades is sick. He's going to have 7 doubles. Yeah, you can recur 2 cards. It's insane. You can recur up to 4 cards. How do we do that? Oh, yeah. I lumped that in to get +4 resources. Yep. Cool. Okay, cool. 2 with ability and 2. Yep. That's so crazy. How is Pyro Creep in Marvel Rivals? Is that a thing? I have never played Marvel Rivals. Have I? No, I don't think I've ever played Marvel Rivals. Tigra, Hulkling, and Wonder Man all have that resource. Yeah. Alrighty, so these are the really cool events that we're going to be playing a ton of to trigger our different shapeshift abilities. Shapeshifter Strike, 2 cost event, attack, superpower. Now we have 3 copies of this. Alien Physiology is also a superpower. Because we have recurring, I would go ahead and venture to say that Def Focus is going to be very playable here. Just because we can recur these, Whiffin can grab these, which are going to be superpowers, so we can Def Focus those. My guess is that we're going to see a Def Focus in these decks. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. Ready your shapeshift upgrade. Bananas. Okay. So if you use an event to trigger Hulk shape, exhaust Hulk shape, deal 2 damage to an enemy, play shapeshifter strike, deal 5 damage to an enemy, ready Hulk shape, immediately exhaust it again in the response window for shapeshifter strike. Oh, champions. Yeah. I don't necessarily think that there is power creep in Marvel Champions. I think that it feels like there is because they have gotten better at designing the game, and everything feels more on a level in which like everything feels good. But like Doctor Strange, one of the best heroes in the game, came out in like the second wave. So like Captain Marvel, another really fantastic A+ S tier hero, came out in the core box. So like I think they're getting more consistent, but I don't necessarily think that there is all the heroes are necessarily just always getting better than other heroes. Does that make sense? No, that's fair, Brant. Use it for a long build. That's fair. Yep. Alrighty, so we got armor defense. 1 cost defense superpower, but Def Focus cannot work on this because it's a defense. Unless you run like hey, attack me. Hero interrupt. When an enemy attacks, deal damage to it equal to your defense. After this attack, give Hulkling a tough status card. Change of fortune, anybody? Seems pretty decent, especially if we're running armored shape, because that would be plus 2 defense, giving him a 3 defense. Armored defense would deal 3 damage plus retaliate 1. Seems good. You don't like Def Focus unless the hero has a card that keeps showing up. And I would argue that Hulkling does, right? Because of all the recursion that he has. We got Impersonation. Impersonation is a 2-cost event, another superpower. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat, you may change to alter ego form. That's fun. I like it when cards allow you to flip forms. I just think that that's a cool design space. Especially with Altman Residence. And you can go get another shapeshift. Oh, that's a good card. That's a real good card. The weird thing about this is you cannot trigger your shapeshift upgrade after you play this. So remove 4 threat from a scheme. Sweet. Clear it. If this removes the last threat from the scheme, you may change to alter ego form. You're in alter ego form, and then you cannot trigger the hero response on your shapeshift form. That being said, if it's already exhausted because you paid for something else, you can go tutor a different shapeshift, flip back up, attack, thwart, whatever, then swap it out and ready. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Impersonation is why Hidden Base is in his aspect cards. Oh, I'm excited for Hidden Base now. I actually remember Hidden Base. I think on a flip you get a tough or something. If you buy the whole Mutant Genesis cycle, you give me a lot of... Yeah. There's a lot of synergies within the Mutant Genesis wave as well, just because they're all X-Men. Yeah, so I think that would be a really good cycle to buy for deck building. We got a 1 of Shapeshifter. This is a 0 cost event. Another superpower card. This is a event, so this 0 cost card will trigger any of his upgrades, which is pretty cool. Search your deck and discard pile for a shapeshift upgrade and add it to your hand. It's also a wild. The wild is pretty cool here because wilds are fun. So this is a wow, yeah, that's a net neutral. So it's a effective cost of 1, but it replaces itself, so it costs effectively -1, right? It's not, you're not card negative in your hand after you play it. You're actually positive because it's a double. Wow. Hulkling is so rich. That's bananas. Yeah, you're up one. So, wow. He's a rich dude. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing in my teenage years, but apparently it was not whatever Hulkling was doing. Wow. And it's grabbing a double, but it's also allowing you to trigger your Hulk shape. So it's a 0 cost card that, sticking with Hulk shape, deals 2 damage. Or even better, imitation shape. 0 cost card draws you a card, gets you a double, so you're plus 3 resources. Wow. Ugh. This is all the deck Bezos. What's his name? Sam? Teddy Bezos? That's insane. That's a really, really good precon, or not even precon, just hero kit. Deck Bezos. I love Bo Burnham. He's so fun. Alrighty. Obligation. Complicated lineage. Give to the Teddy Altman player. You can flip to alter ego to exhaust to remove this from the game, or discard each shapeshift upgrade you control and discard this card. Not the end of the world, right? Like, you flip, discard shapeshift, and grab it right back. Like, you're getting set back a little bit, but it's not really the end of the world. Are you required to play only one? Are you required to only play Tigra Nelson? Yes. No, I think Hulkling is going to be my favorite out of these. Hulkling, I can see Hulkling being just like a favorite of mine. Our Nemesis minion is the Super Scroll. 1/1/5 Elite Scroll. When Super Scroll attacks you, discard the top card of your deck. If it has a lightning, it gets +2. Mental, discard a card from your hand. Punch, give it a tough status card. Wild, discard an upgrade you control. I hate him. I hate him so much. Some people complain about having a D tier hero, famous wise, but when I see about these heroes, I'm glad I'm not concerned about them. I'm glad I'm not concerned about having them. Mechanically, they look truly, yeah, they really do. Dual usable hero cards that are double resources. Wild. More of that, please. Yeah. Our side scheme. Focus. Come on. Scroll business. Force response after any number of cards are discarded from the top of a player deck. Place those cards face down under the scheme. So you got some synergy here with Super Scroll. So whenever Super Scroll attacks, discarding a card, it gets placed under Scroll business. We got 2 copies of You're Coming With Me. Treachery. When revealed in Alter Ego, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each different resource icon on the discarded cards. Okay. When you reveal it in the hero, you're going to discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Take 1 damage for each different resource icon on the discarded cards. And then those all get tucked under Scroll business. Nasty. Isn't that fantastic? On Super Scroll, they knew it. Oh, yeah. Because he's got like the thing in Pyro. Or not Pyro. Yeah. All those doubles hurt now, right? It is different. So if you hit a Hulk shape, or if you hit a... I'm just going to call it intimidation shape because imitation. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with that, but... This one, then it only counts as 1. Human Torch, thank you, yes. I get every champion's product, regardless. Either extra cards, you use the Nemesis cards, we'll get, yeah. And then we got Fantastic Powers. Hey, it's the Fantastic expansion that Caleb was talking about. This is what he meant, right? +1/+1. Attached minion gets +3 hit points and gains Retaliate 1. When revealed, we're going to find Super Scroll, put him into play, engage with you, and attach fantastic powers to him. If you're in hero form, he attacks you. Whoa, that's a banger of a card. That'll do some damage. So not only are they getting stat boost, so he becomes a 2/2. He gets plus 3 hit points, making him an 8 health and retaliate. Wow. Wow. Yeah. I love this shirt. This is my Joe's Crab Shack shirt that I just found buried in my closet. Yeah, Joe's Crab Shack. It's like it's a shirt from high school, and I can fit into my shirts from high school now, so kind of fun. Alrighty. Insane. Looks really, really good. I am really, really excited to play Hulkling. Let's look at the protection precon. We get green cards. Woo! We got Patriot. Patriot is a 3-cost ally. He's a 1/2/3, and as a response, after you engage a minion, give Patriot a tough status card. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So Patriot, also an Avenger in green, which I think is important for like EMH, redding builds, repurpose. We don't have a ton of Avengers in green, do we? Right? We have Brother Voodoo. We did have a lot of Daredevil art. That is fair. That is very, very fair. But like a Come Get Me Bub Patriot build just seems really good because you summon the minion, you get a tough status card, Patriot gets a tough status card. Patriot can block the villain attack. I don't know. That just seems good. Yeah, that seems really good. And then it doesn't even have to be a Come Get Me Bub build. Like it could be like Spider-Woman is going to really like this in a minion summoning. Spider-Woman running aggression protection can run Come Get Me Bub, Hall of Heroes, and then she just has an answer for the villain attack with Patriot because you're just summoning all these minions and you get to block, which is crazy. Whenever someone asks for Daredevil, we replace it with a lesser known. It's like punishing the child. Every time you ask, we move it back 5 minutes. Yeah, EMH Come Get Me Bub repurpose build for anybody, really. Just seems good. You get a tough, and you get a tough. Hey, bro, speaking of, yeah, Brother Voodoo. There you go. We have him. After he enters play, search top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand. Hidden Base. Here we go. So this is the card that we were talking about. Hidden Base is a 2-cost support. Use comes in with 3 stronghold counters as an alter ego response. After you change form, exhaust Hidden Base and remove 1 stronghold counter from it. Give your identity a tough status card. That's so good. That's so good. We have Ready for a Fight in this game. I need to just like say that out loud. We have Ready for a Fight, which makes Hidden Base bananas broken. Colossus doesn't love it, but you could run a Colossus build that does like it, where you deplete your tough status cards, flip down, flip back up, so that you can get 2 on that. Hidden Base is so good. 3 toughs every time you flip down. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Trying to think. Anybody who likes alter ego is going to like this. No, that's not necessarily true, but most will. Block 3 attacks for 3 effective resources. Yeah. You do have to flip down to alter ego, but like Miles loves it, right? Miles has double life. He can flip down, grab a tough, flip right back up. Oh. Alrighty, well that'll do. Ready for a fight will also love this. Colossus will be nearly invincible. Angel. It's crazy that they made Ready for a Fight even better. Yeah. Oh, shoot. We got a reprint of the Night Nurse. Let's go. Night Nurse came to us in, I believe, Doctor Strange pack, which is costs more money than it is worth at this point. But Night Nurse is a huge staple because you can exhaust, remove one of the 3 counters, heal a damage from a hero, and discard a status token from it. Incredible in multiplayer. Any of my protection decks that I'm bringing to like a con runs Night Nurse. It's so good. Cable also changes form. That's a good shout. Yeah. Angel. Yeah, Angel because of Morphogenics. When you said Angel, my mind went to Falcon. I was like, I don't having a hard time seeing my Falcon. But yes, Angel, 100%. Huh. Nice. Love to see a reprint of Night Nurse. Excelsior. 1 cost upgrade. Oh, dude, this is a banger pack. This is a banger pack. 1 cost upgrade. Kree scroll weapon restricted. And then after your hero defends against an enemy attack, spend a lightning resource to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Because we... Oh, I ran out of sleeves. We love Change of Fortune builds here. Excelsior is going to help with that. Because now we can defend against an attack. Deal 2 damage. It does not even have to be the attacking enemy. I hope we get a unique 1-cost weapon for each color. We have aggression and protection. I guess we don't have unique ones in blue. That would be cool, though. That'd be cool. Yeah, Change of Fortune is going to love Excelsior. Hey. Thank you for the subscription, Barto. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing fantastic. And subscribing with Prime, yes. If you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription to any Twitch streamer. Use it. Does not have to be me, but go use it. Give Jeff Bezos his money to somebody other than Jeff Bezos. Defensive conditioning. So this is very similar to the attack one that we saw in the Tigra pack, but it's a 2-cost upgrade instead of 3. Play under any player's control, plus 3 hit points, and your hero gets plus 1 defense. It's good. I like this card. I don't think it replaces Armored Vest for me. Taking his money twice today already. Let's go. Let's go. I don't think it replaces Armored Vest for me, but it does have a spot. You can run it alongside Armored Vest, or you run it with Dauntless or something like that. So if you have defensive conditioning and Dauntless out, now you don't necessarily have to run endurance, which I find myself in a lot of my perfect defense builds struggling to get and struggling for deck space. And so this combines those 2 cards and brings all of the cards that are like if you have over your starting hit points, that works. I do like the 1-cost Armored Vest, though. Nightcrawler can deal up to 4 damage while defending without exhausting. That's sick. That's so cool. Yeah, I love it. Hidden Base is cool. I can do this all day. 1-cost defense event. When an enemy attacks, declare your hero as the defender without exhausting them. Beautiful. Hype Train! I like how they've made the cost equal to the upgrade and endurance. Yep. So it's a little bit cheaper, because this is 3 effective resources and Armored Vest plus Endurance is 4 effective resources. So it's a little bit cheaper, and it has the benefit of not taking a card slot. So I like them. I like them. Yeah. I can do this all day. What a thematic card. It is mental, which could be fun for like a Wasp build or something like that. I feel like I can do this all day, and the Retaliate 1 defense card should be in... Oh, yeah. Defend for 7. Nightcrawler. That's banana. That's insane. I do have a Nightcrawler build. I'll probably go Hidden Base with the Nightcrawler build. Hidden Base just seems good. Hey, we got Taunt. Villain's going to attack you. You draw 3 cards. Reprint. That's cool art. I really like the art here. You got Cap like doing a flip. I like the Taunt art there. Decent number of reprints, which I'm a little sad about. Which, I don't know if it's more so than normal. 6 BAMs. They were sitting in a room, looming through all the mechanics and paused. Oh yes, retaliate. Did we get new art for doubles? Yes, we did. I don't think that they are in this pre-con, but we got 1 set of new double art in Tigra's pre-con. Here they are. I wonder what leadership version of those new conditioning cards would be. I could see like a reinforced suit upgrade type situation, like +2 hit points, +1 attacker. I don't know. That's true. They are reprints for out of print stuff. That's fair. We got Tackle. So 3 cost. Stun an enemy if you paid for this card using a punch resource. Deal 3 damage to the enemy. Not a card I run a ton of. It's sad for those who have complete collections, but great for new players. Yeah. And I would argue that this pack brings enough that I'm okay with the reprints. I get it. I understand. It's fine. Cuts both ways. I don't think I've seen this card, actually. Somehow managed to avoid this reveal. Cut both ways. 0 cost defense event, which I like. When an enemy attacks, you gain Retaliate 1 until the end of the phase. It's also a defense card. Cool. I like it. Tough. If you have tough, you can play this, and then you become the target of the attack. It is until the end of the phase. Falcon's going to love it. Because Falcon, with his... not aerial recon, draw their fire, doesn't have to exhaust to defend. So you get retaliate, and you just go crazy with all the retaliate there. That's so cool. That's fun. Black Panther, yes. Screams Ghost Spider. Oh yeah, Ghost Spider loves 0 cost interrupts because it just readies her. Yeah. Retaliate 3 or 4. I really like Retaliate. You can go with like Captain America. Can get up to 2 Retaliate now. But I also think that just a 0 cost card that makes you the target of the attack is really good even without the Retaliate. The Retaliate does stack. Yeah. I don't actually think Leadership will get a conditioning card. I hope they do. That'd be fun. It may be something akin to like a team training. What's up, Autumn? Oh, nice. You just got your box from the LGS. Woo. Surprise stream. Congrats on the box. Woo. Flowing water, electrostatic. Yeah, there's so much damage that you can do in the villain phase at this point. So good. Preservation. Don't love it. It's the audacity of green. You heal a damage from your hero. Yeah, Dauntless. Inspired was the blue analog. That's true. Like it gives you, it gave it to you for the phase or something like that. We got 3 copies of Assess the Situation. So action, you get +1 hand size until the end of the phase. 0 cost card. So that means that you draw up to +1 card. You're setting yourself up for the next turn. And then the last card is Iron Lad. This is a new ally for us. It's another cheap Avenger. I think our EMH builds just got a lot more interesting. Because we have Iron Lad, we have Patriot here, We got a cheap Avenger in Tigra. Who was that? Yellow Jack. Cheapish. You get a rebate on what you play. But I think EMH, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, exhaust an Avenger to ready an Avenger. Now that we have a couple more basic Avenger allies, it gets a lot more interesting. What about a resource that gives you +1? Oh, that'd be cool. Iron Lad 113. When Iron Lad uses a basic power, we can exhaust another Avenger ally you control. Add that ally's matching power to Iron Lad's power for this use. Cool. You do like Brother Voodoo, who takes the double consequential. It's interesting. I like the 2 cost. 2 cost is really, really good. So that's situation 0 cost event for Hulkling. That's a good shout. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, 0 cost events are... Hulkling likes them. Hey! Rob, thank you so very much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I think I always hit the period. Like whenever I'm typing on my phone. Yeah, I always hit the period that's right next to the space bar. That's what I always hit. Oh, you already remember? I just see YouTube because I run the Twitch chat because I can make it bigger than the YouTube chat on the screen that I have right here. Because my old people eyes have a hard time seeing the small. And I went from a giant TV down to a monitor, and so I'm like, I'm having a hard time seeing everything. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Sweet. Let's play. Let's play the game. Alrighty, we're gonna play Hulkling first, just because we have the cards out and ready to go. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm gonna go get a refill on my coffee, and then we're gonna come back, modify this precon a little bit. I think I'm kind of interested. I honestly feel like a Change of Fortune goes in this deck. Right? Like Excelsior, Retaliate. I feel like it's two-handed Let's Go. My brain doesn't work that way. I'm not smart enough to do that and live stream. Cool stuff. Alrighty, I'm gonna go be right back. Go get some coffee, and I'll see y'all very, very soon.